About 11 years ago, Lindsey our daughter was a junior in college and doing very well.
I was going to school full-time. At one point, before I was diagnosed, I had 3 jobs. I was acting in the theater community at UW-Milwaukee and also professionally out in the communities. You know, just being out all day, and I loved it.
We got a few phone calls from her and didn't understand what she was explaining to us. And that was the beginning of quite a bit of confusion for my wife and I.
The thing that made me decide to find help, my family, but also a few police officers were involved, and being in the hospital and talking to people for the first time in almost a year and a half. I knew that was my next step.
And as time progressed, it became more difficult for her to participate in the classroom, to associate with her friends, to the point where she had to drop out of school, had to move back home, and we were kind of flying blind with the whole situation.
Well, I ended up looking for doctors. One doctor was booked up, couldn't take new patients, but he was amazing, and he mentioned NAMI. Leo said, let me make a phone call. And I think that was the start of us.
I made
with
the
NAMI.
first phone call to the Waukesha office. A woman by the name of Jana, who's still around NAMI, spent an hour and 15 minutes on the phone with me, answered every question I had. I left that conversation with a lot of hope, a lot of tears on my part. And when I finished, I wanted to have us sign up for the Family to Family program. That's where we first became engaged with NAMI Waukesha.
They, much like me, didn't know what was happening. They didn't have anyone to turn to that had this kind of experience with mental illness. I mean, when things were first happening, we didn't know to call it mental illness. We just thought, you know, something's going on.
I mean, we needed help. Neither Mary or I had ever experienced a friend or family member with a clinical form of mental illness. Didn't know whether we were doing the right things to help Lindsey or not.
The most difficult part was watching our daughter be in her own little world and suffering, and we could not help her. There's no magic pill. Everybody's different. There's also something that was in Lindsey. It was her strength. She started her recovery. She came up with a plan, wrote it down.
Even when I was sick, there was this drive in me. I was so paranoid, I just shut myself in my room for months. And it slowly but surely started coming out of that shell, coming out of my room into other parts of the home, into the yard. I mean, it was inch by inch, mile by mile eventually, because I started bike riding. And I started going to coffee shops, and I would sit there for maybe 5-10 minutes and leave until I could get to the point where I could spend a whole day there. What helped me is that when I moved back home, there was a lot of arguing. My parents took the family to family classes, and it became quiet. And I think, you know, NAMI kind of taught them, gave them insight into my illness, and taught them how to support me in a way where when I was ready, they were there for me to put the pieces back together for myself.
After talking to the people at NAMI, it gave us hope. We wanted a lifeline, and it sounded like it would be a lifeline. After the 12 weeks, that next day, next week we're supposed to have a class. There's no class. I was devastated. And you knew it. You came home because you knew I was sad, but it was like...
We really look forward to going to the classes. Yeah.
Right.
It's not Waukesha County's best kept secret anymore. They've taken family to family out into the communities from Oconomowoc to Menominee Falls to Brookfield. I don't know where we would be without it today. I really don't.
Helped us get our family back.
Yep, it helped us get our family back, it helped us get our daughter back. It's made us all stronger people. It's made our family ties even stronger. I think we were pretty good people before it happened. I think we're better people today. I don't know. I don't know that any other service out there that performs the way that NAMI does. And it's all for free. I mean, that's the amazing part. It's a service truly like no other.
My life now is it's beautiful. I can't tell you how lucky I am. And I'm aware of it every day. Any rough day I have, I just have to turn around and look where I've been. And I've been through a lot, but so have a lot of other people. And I'm able to also give back. In my recovery journey, a lot of people have helped me along the way. And how do you pay that back? So me being a peer support is kind of my way of paying it forward, my thank you to anyone that's helped me along the way. The reason I love coming back to NAMI, even though, I'm doing well right now, but I still want to come back to NAMI because it's a place where I can come where I don't have to fear being judged for something out of my control that nature put me through. And that to me means more than words can express.
What you've just seen is a prime example of how NAMI of Waukesha helps families affected by mental health conditions. We need your help today so that we can continue to offer our services free of charge to any family in our community who needs them. We thank you so much for your support.